get us recording. So I will be checking just if there's any technology. As always, you guys just send me a text with our streams into our Facebook group. So today we have the amazing Kathy Coover joining us, the, oh my gosh, heart of Isagenix in every single way. And you know, Kathy, the thing that I love about you is you're always, but are you having fun? no matter what. And you guys, the way that this woman cares for us, and when they talk about if it is not right for the customer or the associate, it's not right for the company. I mean, that is just seen so much, and I just feel so honored and privileged to be able to have you speak to our entire health and action community today. You guys, this is the beautiful mother of Eric Coover and grandma to soul, and I know number two and wife of Jim Coover, and just mentor of all mentors. So Kathy, I would just love for you to kind of share your story with us today, and then I have a couple of questions. But yeah, just share your story and how kind of Isagenix came to be. And yeah, we're just so grateful to have you.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you, Casey, for your leadership and your commitment and your drive and your energy and your passion and your fun attitude. It's what it's all about. So I welcome everyone. I'm excited to be on the call today. And just a little bit about my story. I'll just keep it real quick. But before I went into network marketing, I was a health professional looking for a way out. I joined in 1992, scared to death because I was afraid to speak in front of the room, and I was really afraid to explain a compensation plan. So, but I did jump in. I got over my fears, and I was very fortunate to go at the top of my first company. And but then they sold it, so I had to build another one, and that one had issues with regulatory problems, and I had to build another one. And then September 11th hit, and we said, oh my gosh, we're done. And then Jim and I retired, moved to Arizona. Then John Anderson contacted us, and when we saw his energy and his passion about really creating no compromise products that would have impact people, you know, their wellness for the rest of their life and really help them keep them healthy, we said yes to John Anderson back in 2002, and it was the best decision of our life. And we're so grateful for John, for his vision and really his foresight in creating the best products in the world. So it's been quite a journey, but the reason we said yes to John was because we knew if we could control our destiny, if we knew that we could create a company that was going to be there for the long haul, that would be there for, you know, your children, and you could pass on something, you could create a legacy for your family. If we knew that you'd create a company that you'd be so proud to be a part of, you walk into the room and go, this is my company, and I'm going to be with them for life. If we could really create a company that was really have the healthiest people on the planet, pay out the most in money, and have a lot of fun together, we said yes. And it has really been a blessing to so many people's lives, the hundreds and thousands of people we've changed their lives. And I truly believe we're just getting started. We're really starting on the next wave. You know, everything is changing in our world, and we're changing too. And, you know, we're really excited for that next journey to affect more people's lives. We have about 1 million blenders going off every morning. Our goal is to have about 5 million blenders going off, and then it will be bigger and be in a lot of homes and be a household name, and everybody know that Isagenix is their food, and we have the best products out there and the best business that people can really count on, something they can just, that they'd be so proud to be a part of.
You know, that's what I always say is you just feel so good to invite people to take a look at Isagenix and, you know, to join you on this once you really see what it is that you have from the products and, you know, the comp plan and everything. But for me too, the Isagenix difference that I've really seen is y'all's leadership from the top down. I mean, the way you and Jim lead, you know, Eric, oh my gosh, just getting back from Harvard Business School and just, you know, where this company is going to in the future, and with the rebranding kind of that it's been taking, and Dr. Plant coming up. Could you just speak a little bit to kind of that, what's going on?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, Travis Ogden has been working on Dr. Plant for 5 years. He was working on him before he came to Isagenix, and thank goodness he didn't get him before, because he is a huge asset to our company. And, you know, he's young, he's smart, he just gets the job done. I mean, it is amazing what he's doing. We are rebranding, recreating, you know, Isagenix new products. I mean, we have a huge portfolio of new products coming before the end of the year. I've never seen anything like it. And never in our history have we had so many that we're bringing to the forefront. So, you know, we know you like to get excited about our products and then share them with more people. So, you know, he's been a real blessing. His energy, his enthusiasm, his integrity, you know, everything is exactly what Isagenix is about. So we are so grateful. And we are rebranding, and we also have a new chief. She's not chief, but she is a chief of marketing, and her name is Lori, and she's also phenomenal. For she brings her experience and what she's doing behind the scenes with digital and all the things that we really need to take us into the future are happening right now as we speak. And some of those will be unveiled at Celebration, and then you're going to see more in September, more in October, more in November. It is unbelievable what we're doing right now. So we've always had, you know, the best products in the world. Don't get me wrong. We have the very best. We have grass-fed whey. We have, you know, we put the enzymes in our shake, you know, but we're taking it to the next level. So stay tuned, and we're excited about what's going to happen.
I love it. I know the Isobiome. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with that product and all the focus on the goodness of the gut health. And okay, so a couple of questions, Kathy, that I would love to add. Okay, so then talking about how products, so are we planning on expanding the dairy-free line? And do you think that we'll see this like at the next event, or to what extent?
Yes, we are expanding it. We have a new introduction at Celebration. So, and John Anderson really is his, you know, excitement, and he has more things to come. So we are introducing one new product, and then we have two other right in the queue to come right after. So yes, because plant-based is getting more and more popular. Even people that, you know, have dairy still want plant-based options. So, you know, it is a huge growing category, and we want to be the leading company in that category. So we're working on some things right now really to accelerate that growth.
Love it, love it, love it. And then for those of us who, you know, they want to know where our food comes from, and just like the transparency that you guys have in raw materials and sourcing, just anything that you could speak on that with just the integrity of the sourcing raw materials.
Yes, I mean, that's what we take pride in. That's what John Anderson, that's what attracted us to John Anderson, was the quality of the ingredients. He, you know, made the statement and makes a statement over again: we will never compromise our products. Now, food technology is changing, so we have to change too. But I can tell you that we source our ingredients. Isagenix sources all the raw ingredients. Then we test them. All the ingredients are tested before they go into manufacture. Then after they're manufactured, they're tested again. And they are in incredible facilities. We don't divulge those facilities because that is some of our trade secrets. But you can be rest assured that we're doing new things really to even accelerate that. Because, like I said, things are changing, times are changing, and we're becoming more aware of things that are important to our consumer base. So we're on top of all that. You'll be seeing some of that at Celebration, which we're very excited about. And you're going to see more and more things coming in the future.
I love it. Well, I know that we're loving the peach mango cleanse. Hello. I just drink it throughout the day, even if I'm not cleansing.
It is so good. That's John Anderson's work. I know, and I can't believe it. I mean, it is, I know that we want to eventually have that in our catalog forever, because you know what, we all get flavor fatigue. I mean, let's face it, we get flavor fatigue. So this is just, it almost tastes too good to be true. I mean, it is. I drink it and I go, are you kidding me? This is so, so good. But you know what? That's how food technology has changed. When we first started with Isagenix, if you had tasted the first cleanse, it was so bad. It was chug and plug, but people still did it because they knew the results. It kind of tasted like a stale broccoli juice. And look how we've evolved. And this peach mango is great. And he has more in his back pocket. I was texting him, thank you, John. He said, I have more, just wait. So it's exciting. People like to be excited.
It is. And that innovation is just something that I know, Isagenix is committed to. And I've just watched it over the years. I mean, in the 7 years, in August, it'll be 7 years.
Wow.
Does that time fly? And just watching you guys constantly keeping up with innovation in every single which way, and technology and the app and everything. It's remarkable to see. Just if you were going to say, okay, what keeps me just as excited today, if not even more excited than 17 years ago, other than maybe the birthday cake shake coming out? That's excitement right there. What would you say, what keeps driving you to show up? I mean, as, an owner of a billion-dollar company, somebody who came out of retirement that didn't even, need to work, but that I just watch how you work and how you serve and how you love and how you care. What is driving that force?
Well, it's all about our people. It's the stories. I mean, Casey, I have saved hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thank you notes, of emails, of texts. On my birthday, I got so many. It was unbelievable. And that's what drives me. It's the new lives that we're changing. I could tell you story after story that is mind-boggling. But what I see, Isagenix, we have attracted the upper middle class into Isagenix. And what I'm really excited about is impacting the middle class. The people that, the upper middle class is awesome. They're doing great. But I'm just saying, the people that really need us are some of those middle class people that are desperately struggling every week to make ends meet, that are struggling with their health. And I really believe some of the things that we've just done and just created with that instant crystal consultant and things like that will really take us to the next level to attract, another group that just needs us so much. And I see it happening right now. I mean, just coming off the 4th of July, normally the 4th of July is very, very quiet. And this was the busiest 4th of July I have ever had in my life. And I was probably on 4 Zoom calls a day, all during, not on the 4th, they didn't do it, but the day before, the day after, Saturday, Sunday. And it's a different group that's coming in that's so excited about the potential of some of the new things that we've done, that these people can join now. They can make that money now. They can enter with a lower entry cost and make that manager status and then go director and do all those things. And, I think when we did that, it was amazing. There was one lady that texted me right after I did that presentation. I'm not going to mention her name, but she said, Kathy, I was pregnant when I started Isagenix, and I could only afford 4 cans of shake. I started with 4 cans of shake. 2 years later, I'm an Isagenix millionaire. And, she said, this is going to open up a huge opportunity just by showing people how to get their products paid for, how to do all those things. It opens up that opportunity for more and more people. And that's what gets me excited. That really gets me excited to see that potential and that people can rise up and have that success. So that's what drives Jim and I. And we read those. If we ever have a down day, I have boxes of them, and we just start reading them. It just changes our attitude, changes our state, and gets us so excited about our future.
That when that was released, and one of my really great mentors has been Dave MacArthur throughout my whole journey, and I just love that man, and he's just so incredible, him and his wife. And with that lower entry point, level 2, and people being able to create that income, and it's just such complete reallocation of not an additional expense. It is just taking money already spent, at a smaller level instead of maybe all your month, and it's just been incredible to see the excitement around that and people being able to say yes, who really maybe not even, been able to ever join otherwise. So I just thank you guys so much for doing that. It's been amazing.
And then the millennials and the Gen Z. I mean, when I saw Lynn Hagedorn's daughter, Lynn's the promoter of the value pack to the core. It's the way everybody comes in, but her daughter came to her and said, Mom, I can't do Isagenix. Nobody has that kind of money. And if you saw her little video, her screaming about this is now she's doing the business. So I see families working together, even more legacy. So Lynn, has her daughter in, and, it's just what it's all about. It's making it Isagenix available to everyone. Meeting the need is a great, great slogan that two of our amazing women helped create that. So
it just impacting real health, at every single level, no matter where somebody is. And I love that transition too of being the most trusted and respected, company in wellness. And that was something that I was just really felt like I had like God bumps, my goosebumps came because that's really what Isagenix stands for. And when we were leaving the Bahamas, I sat next to Travis Ogden. I was like, oh, he thinks the event is over. He's sitting next to me. I've got 2 hours to just grill you on some questions. And the way he spoke about you and Jim and why he, joined Isagenix, even, when a company that he was with, it was just on the up and up. I was like, are you crazy? Like, but
yeah.
What he saw with you guys, and he said, and here's the thing, I've, in a lot of companies and corporations, and I've never seen integrity done behind closed doors like I do at Isagenix. And that to me, whenever anything like comes out with Isagenix, or like, hey, we're going to release this, or hey, we're moving towards this or doing that, like, I'm like, I get to sleep so well at night, not because just Isagenix products, but because the leadership. And I know that every single decision that you guys make, from the no compromise products down to, just every single level and minute details, I'm like, they always have it handled, and you guys are always looking for feedback of what's going on, in the field. And so it's just, oh my gosh, you guys work so hard so we can eat incredible food and invite people to be a part of this lifestyle. What does it feel like to give somebody a phone call who's just like gotten just really, in the leadership pools, or that they've been able to create something, or they've rank advanced? Like, what does that feel like?
I think that is one of the best things that I do. I mean, I get to know the field better. I get to know our new leadership. But when they get a call from me and I just really find out what their why is, what they're doing, how can we improve, how can we be better? And half of them are so grateful, that we took the time to call, and how much we appreciate them. It is the best thing I do. I really believe that. And it's so much fun to get to know these new people, and they feel part of the community, because we are big, and feeling that family spirit, that family community is important. And it is family all the way through. And, every single one of you listening today, you are our family, and we really do care for you. And we think about you, like Casey said, we think about everything we do. How will it affect our field? How will this be received? How can we add this without throwing out that? And just, we are, always innovating things. We're always looking at the future, because let's face it, our world's changing. The way we buy, the way we shop, everything is changing, and we need to change too. So I could tell you that is one of the joys that I have, is calling out to people and hearing them, oh my gosh, you earned $5,000 in the leadership pool, and half of them didn't even know there was a pool. And they know now, though. They learned it after that. So yeah, that's where the real stories are really heard. And that really excites me.
I love it. Yeah, I remember the first time I got in the leadership pool, and I was like, what's a leadership pool? I was like, what? I definitely learned very quickly after that. So Kathy, is somebody that just, from your physical health to obviously, operating a $1 billion business and family life being, so important, like, what are some 3 disciplines for you that you really say allow you to just excel, and keep that balanced life too, because, family is everything?
Well, that's a really good question, and it's so important. When I take care of myself first when I wake up. I'm an early riser. I'm usually up at between 5:15 and 5:30. It's just that I wake up when the sun comes up, and I do some of my best work in that first hour, and then I go take care of myself. I go climb the mountain, or I go work out with weights and really get myself jazzed and pumped up and focused on the day. And then I have my calendar booked. But then I have time booked in for family because my brother's coming, and his two children are coming up here. So I'm booking time out to be with my family. It's really now it's quality versus quantity of time. And even like for Eric and Sol, them being in London and PETA, it is hard. I miss them so much. But when we're going over there soon, and it's going to be all quality. I am off. I'm sorry, for at least 3 days, and focus on my family, because sometimes you can be there, but you're not there. And I think that's one thing that I'm really grateful is my skills in time management. Even when I was building, I always put my family first. I booked out everything. We set a family meeting at least once a month to put in all the important things on the family calendar, and that went first. Then I booked my calendar around it. And in the evenings too, because you cannot work every night. It's not good. So, you have to have your hours of operation. So if you're listening, whatever it is, I always felt that Monday and Tuesday were my power hours at night. And I did some follow-up on Wednesday. I never worked Thursday night or Friday night, so the family knew that's when I was working. I worked Saturday morning. I never worked Saturday afternoon. I didn't work Sunday until around 6 o'clock at night, and then I got the team going again. So they knew that. They knew my hours of operation, and they were behind that. And we shared family goals and what we were going to achieve because of our family goals and because of the business that we were in. And I think it's important for all of you really to sit down with your family and share your personal goals and your vision for your family and what Isagenix will do for you, and get them committed. And it could be a special little dinner you have, and really how everyone's going to contribute. Mom and dad are going to be working the business this time, and then this is when their time off. This is their time. Like, I always had a day that it was just Eric and my day, just him and me. And I really believe that's the reason we had such a close relationship. Jim had a time that was just Eric and him, and then we had our family time together. So I think that it's important that you do that when you're busy and you're doing this for your family. And Eric would do things for me. He would pack them. Back then we had to send out packages and stuff, and he would pack them up because he knew the family goals, and it's just great. Getting your family involved is really, really important.
Love it. And let's end on Mr. Eric Coover.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just knowing, the future of Isagenix and Eric, like, what does that mean to you, and anything you just share on Eric's, vision and where you see him accomplish and where he's going and taking and leading, and he's just incredible.
Just watching him evolve has just been quite an experience for Jim and I. We've always believed in him. We've always, poured greatness into him, but we've always let him be his own person and do the things that he's great at. And I can just see from the very first day he started to where he is now, it is a different person. And he's really stepped into his power. And it was his vision to be the most trusted and respected network marketing company. That was his goal, his vision. And he is so right on. And I just see him stepping into so much greatness by running the European operation. That's a huge responsibility. It'll make him grow to just to different heights. And then him going to get his leadership degree at Harvard too. I saw just a new person emerge. And so I'm so proud of him. And PETA, she's by his side all the time. Really, she is, her wisdom is beyond anything I have ever known in a human being, to really tell you the truth. And I've known a lot of people, her deep wisdom. And so she's behind Eric with the wings, and she's helping coach and do great things for Australia, New Zealand, and London. She's a great asset to the company. I'm so proud of them.
Mm. Well, Kathy, it's 17 years, high school and birthday.
I know. So much fun.
Oh, so much. So thank you so much for just sharing your heart with us today and your time. And we love you and just so grateful for you. And I always just say, I'm like, man, if you guys could just spend a little bit of time with the Coover and you knew what you had, like, oh my gosh.
I know.
So, thank you. Thank you.
Well, yeah, I know you have a special guest coming on, and I remember the first time I met Bill Andrews, I just said, wow, what a incredible, bright, brilliant human being he is, and his commitment to really reversing the aging process, has been on his forefront all his life. And we're so grateful that he's a part of Isagenix and he's participating. And you're going to be in for a big treat with him on this next Zoom. His knowledge, his wisdom, and all he does for humankind. We're so grateful.
Yes. So you guys, we'll be back here in a couple hours with Bill. So be sure to check that out as well too. And this one will be up. So, all right, you guys, birthday cake, Cleanse for Life, the peach mangoes are still available right now if you're watching this live. So they will.
And I'm telling you, that shake's going fast because I have a thing that I get every 3 hours, and I couldn't believe it. It must be the most popular shake there is. I can't even believe it.
Yeah, I think so. So we're excited about it. So
okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.